Hi there. I've always wanted to color block and I want to make a spring dress. So I decided to combine the two. What I'm going to do is take some fabric that I thought matches pretty well, like this brown gingham and this pink polka dot. And I am going to take those with the Rosery Apparel pattern. This is the pansy dress. And I'm going to see if I can combine these fabrics in a way that makes a really unique and creative dress just in time for spring. I want to be playful. And if that works, I've got a couple of other fabric choices that I would like to try as well. I have the pink plaid and this beautiful rose fuchsia fabric. And if you see, these two actually have the same colors in them. So it's an interesting way to combine the fabrics. I think it's going to make a beautiful dress. So why don't you guys come along to see if I can make these two garments. Thanks.
In order to color block, what I first had to do is to divide the skirt into panels. So this is 1/3 of the front panel. I believe this one is 17 inches, which I am going to use with the pink's polka dot. I'm cutting one panel for the front and one panel for the back at the same time. And these are not cut on the fold because they are just going to be single panels. All right, and that's what it looks like, 2 panels, one for the front and one for the back. Now I am cutting the gingham on the fold because these are going to be the wider part of the skirt. These are 2 panels together, so that's 27 inches. And I'll make 2 of these as well, one for the front and one for the back. See how nice they look together? The next step is to clip them all together and sew them together. After that, I start with the bodice, and this is the front bodice. Those triangles are the darts, and you can see that I also had to alter the pattern to do 1/3 of the bodice and then 2/3 of the bodice. Make sure if you do this to add your seam allowance. The smaller third of the bodice in the front will be the brown gingham going over my bust dart triangles, and this is again a single layer. It is not folded. And then the pink, again, single layer, making sure I have it the right way. And it is not folded either. The tricky part here is to make sure that you get that neckline the same, because since it isn't on the fold, you have to make sure that that dip in the neckline really matches on either side. All right, next I'm going to sew the bodice pieces together. And here's the back, the same thing with the back. 1/3 and 2/3. It's easy enough to do. You just take a measuring tape and measure at your widest part of the pattern, and voila, there you go. The pink and the brown. Now, all nicely stitched together. The next step is to do the bust darts and the waist darts, which I do by tracing the pattern piece and then just going ahead and tracing it on the fabric. And this is also where I lowered the darts, and this is the 3-dimensional version. You can see how those darts really put some body into your top. After I sew it all together, we're going to do a little bit of a fit test.
Time for a fit check. I finished the bodice. I feel like the bust darts are in a good position. I like how it lays flat here. Although I think I am wearing a t-shirt underneath. I won't be doing that, but I feel like the darts right here tug a bit, and I think what I need to do is not make them so big. So I think I'm going to do that adjustment. Otherwise, I'm ready to put on sleeves in the skirt.
All right, I cut out one sleeve in each color because I am going to do opposites. So we've got one pink and one gingham check. Nice. And since I'm cutting, I'm also going to do the pockets. Of course, this has pockets. And I believe I matched them up, 2 pinks and 2 ginghams. And here I am just clipping that sleeve in. This pattern is super easy because there's actually not a front and a back of the sleeve, so it's really hard to make mistakes. This is my second fit check without the shirt, and I realize that I have got plenty of room there. I think it's going to be wonderful. Of course, I still have to put in the elastic around the sleeves, but this is sort of how it is going to look.
Doesn't this look nice even from the inside? I love these colors together. So I've done the pockets. I serged everything and I sewed the skirt together. So it's all together. And what I've done now is I've gathered it up and basted it to the bodice. And now what I need to do is just sew all the way around here and hem and some elastic in the sleeves, and I am done. I'm sewing up the last part, the elastic in the sleeves. I have not yet even tried it on, so I'm very excited. I love the way the colors look. All right, we're almost done. All right, big safety pin at the bottom.
It's a little bit of a fast motion of me finishing the sleeve. No, I am not going this fast in real life. I am excited to almost be done with this project though.
All right, now all we have to do is sew these two ends together and we're done. Ready for the try-on phase. And then I'll do a wrap up. Thanks. I love this dress. I love this dress. Don't you? 2 thumbs up for the pansy dress because this Rosery Apparel pattern worked out really well. I am very happy I made it, and I definitely plan on doing a series of pansy dresses coming up in the future. But what I decided to do is stop this video here and take a few steps back and maybe wear this dress for a while. I have full intentions of turning this fabric that I had said in the beginning into a pansy dress, but I'm not sure I want to do it in exactly the same color blocking pattern. What I might do is, I'll try to post an image here. I might try to have one side the same, but then in the other, I might try to layer this color in different layers, kind of like a cake. And this might be too much, but I have a bunch of varieties of this floral pattern. In fact, I have, this is yellow, I have a gold, and I have a green as well. I might try to do something flouncy. Actually, if we look at this dress, it would be just like flouncy layers on this side, and then the same gathered material on that side. So that I am going to start next week. If you'd like to see that version, I'm afraid you'll just have to like and subscribe and come back next week. And if I get over enthusiastic, I might even try a third version because I really like finding a pattern that fits, that's comfortable, that doesn't gag me in the waist. I can totally move with this, and I am definitely going to make another one of these. So thank you, Janelle. I really like this pattern. Bye.